Hare Krishna. Welcome back to our online reading retreat labs. So we were continuing with Śrīmad Bhāgavatam, canto number 1. Till the last episode, till episode number 6 or day number 6, we have completed the page till page number 34. Once again, I will repeat. I'm referring to the hard copy of Śrīmad Bhāgavatam simultaneously with the Veda base, online Veda base. I will always recommend to read from the hard copy to have a better experience. And if you do not have a hard copy, always you can reach out to me how to order this hard copy and I will guide you. So now, without any delay, let's go back to the online Veda base from where we will be reading and we will be completing to today this introduction. We are left with only 4 pages of the introduction. So let's get started. So in the last episode, we have completed till this Vrindavan Lord actually came to Vrindavan and he traveled all the 4 important banas or forests. Then we will continue from this paragraph some of the important places. Some of the important places that were visited by the Lord in Vrindavan were Kamyavan, Adiswar, Pavana Sarovar, Khadirban, Sesasai, Khelatirtha, Vandirvan, Bhadravan, Srivan, Lauhavan, Mahavan, Gokula, Kaliyarada, Dwadasaditya, Keshitirtha, etc. When he saw the place where the Rasa dance took place, he at once fell down in trance. As long as he remained in Vrindavan, he made his headquarters at Akrira Ghat. From Vrindavan, his personal servitor Krishnadas Vipra induced him to go back to Prayaga to take bath during the Magha Mela. The Lord acceded to this proposal and they started for Prayaga. On the way, they met with some Pathans, among whom there was a learned Maulana. The Lord had some talks with the Maulana and his companions, and the Lord convinced the Maulana that in the Quran also there are descriptions of Bhagavata Dharma and Krishna. All the Pathans were converted to his cult of devotional service. When he returned to Prayaga, Srila Rupa Goswami and his youngest brother met him near Bindumadhava temple. This time the Lord was welcomed by the people of Prayaga more respectfully. Ballava Bhatta, who resided on the other bank of Prayag in the village of Adaila, was to receive him at his place, but while going there, the Lord jumped in the river Yamuna. With great difficulty, he was picked up in an unconscious state. Finally, he visited the headquarters of Ballava Bhatta. This Ballava Bhatta was one of the chief admirers, but later on, he inaugurated his own party, the Ballava Sampradaya. On the bank of the Sasumedha Ghata at Prayag for 10 days continually, the Lord instructed Rupa Goswami in the science of devotional service to the Lord. He taught the Goswami the divisions of the living creatures in the 84 lakh species of life. Then he taught him about the human species. Out of them, he discussed the followers of the Vedic principles. Out of them, the fruitive workers. Out of them, the empiric philosophers. And out of them, the liberated souls. He said that there are only few who are actually pure devotees of Lord Sri Krishna. Srila Rupa Goswami was the younger brother of Sanatana Goswami. And when he retired from service, he brought with him 2 boatfuls of gold coins. This means that he brought with him some hundreds of thousands of rupees accumulated by the labor of his service. And before leaving home for Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he divided the wealth as follows: 50% for the service of the Lord and his devotees, 25% for relatives, and 25% for his personal needs in case of emergency. In that way, he set an example for all householders. The Lord taught the Goswami about devotional service, comparing it to a creeper. and advised him to protect the Bhakti creeper most carefully against the mad elephant offense against the pure devotees. In addition, the creeper has to be protected from the desires of sense enjoyment, monastic liberation, and perfection of the Hatha Yoga system. They are all detrimental on the path of devotional service. Similarly, violence against living beings and the desire for worldly gain, worldly reception, and worldly fame are all detrimental to the progression of bhakti or Bhagavata Dharma. Pure devotional service must be free from all desires for sense gratification, creative aspirations, and culture of monastic knowledge. One must be freed from all kinds of designations, and when one is thus converted to transcendental purity, one can then serve the Lord by purified senses. As long as there is the desire to enjoy sensually or to become one with the Supreme or to possess the mystic powers, there is no question of attaining the states of pure devotional service. Devotional service is conducted under two categories, namely primary practice and spontaneous emotion. When one can rise to the platform of spontaneous emotion, he can make further progress by spiritual attachment, feeling love, and many higher stages of devotional life for which there are no English words. We have tried to explain the science of devotional service in our book, The Nectar of Devotion, based on the authority of Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu by Srila Rupa Goswami. Transcendental devotional service is five stages of reciprocation. First one, the self-realization stage just after liberation from material bondage, is called the Santa or neutral stage. After second one, after that, when there is a development of transcendental knowledge of the Lord's internal opulences, the devotee engages himself in the dasya stage. By third one, by further development of the dasya stage, a respectful fraternity with the Lord develops, and above that, a feeling of friendship on equal terms become manifest. Both the stages are called the Sakhya stage or devotional service in friendship. Fourth one, above this, is a stage of parental affection toward the Lord, and this is called Vatshalya stage. Fifth one, and above this is the stage of conjugal love, and the stage is called the highest stage of love of God. Although there is no difference in quality in any of the above stages, the last stage of conjugal love of God is called the Madhurya stage. Thus, he instructed Rupa Goswami in devotional science and deputed him to Vrindavan to exhibit the lost sights of the transcendental pastimes of the Lord. After this, the Lord returned to Varanasi and delivered the sannyasis and instructed the elder brother of Rupa Goswami. We have already discussed this. The Lord left only 8 slokas of his instructions in writing, and they are known as the Sikshastakam. All other literatures of his divine cult were extensively written by the Lord's principal followers, the six Goswamis of Vrindavan and their followers. The cult of Chaitanya philosophy is richer than any other, and it is admitted to be the living religion of the day with the potency for spreading is Vishwadharma or universal religion. We are glad that the matter has been taken up by some enthusiastic sages like Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj and his disciples. We shall eagerly wait for the happy days of Bhagavata Dharma or Prema Dharma inaugurated by the Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The 8 slokas completed by the Lord are: first one, glory to the Sri Krishna Sankirtan, which cleanses the heart of all the dust accumulated for years and extinguishes the fire of conditional life, of repeated birth and death. This Sankirtan movement is the prime benediction for humanity at large because it spreads the rays of the benediction moon. It is the life of all transcendental knowledge. It increases the ocean of transcendental bliss, and it enables us to fully taste the nectar for which we are always anxious. Second one, O my Lord, your holy name alone can render all benediction to living beings, and thus you have hundreds and millions of names like Krishna and Govinda. In these transcendental names, you have invested all your transcendental energies. There are not even hard and fast rules for chanting these names. O my Lord, out of kindness, you enable us to easily approach you by chanting your holy names, but I am so unfortunate that I have no attraction for them. Third one should chant the holy name of the Lord in a humble state of mind, thinking oneself lower than the straw in the street. One should be more tolerant than a tree, devoid of all sense of false prestige and ready to offer all respect to others. In such a state of mind, one can chant the holy name of the Lord constantly. Fourth one, O Almighty Lord, I have no desire to accumulate wealth, nor do I desire beautiful women, nor do I want any number of followers. I only want your causeless devotional service, birth after birth. Fifth one, O son of Maharaja Nanda, Krishna, I am your eternal servitor, yet somehow or other I have fallen into the ocean of birth and death. Please pick me up from this ocean of death and place me as one of the atoms of your lotus feet. Sixth one, O my Lord, when will my eyes be decorated with tears of love flowing constantly when I chant your holy name? When will my voice choke up? And when will the hairs of my body stand on and at the recitation of your name? Seventh one, O Govinda, feeling your separation, I am considering a moment to be like 12 years or more. Tears are flowing from my eyes like torrents of rain, and I am feeling all vacant in the world of your absence. Eighth one, I know no one but Krishna as my Lord, and he shall remain so even if he handles me roughly in his embrace or makes me broken-hearted by not being present before me. He is completely free to do anything and everything, for he is always my worshipful Lord unconditionally. So we have completed the introduction part. That is till page number 37 of the hard copy. So from tomorrow onwards, we will start the actual chapter 1, which is questions by the sages. So we will stop here. Hare Krishna. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. So Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Hare Krishna.